Yeah, it's Q50S. It's the twin turbo V6.
Yeah.
So. Alright, so welcome to this week's YouTube episode. We're starting off exactly where we left off last week's episode, all about fun. And this week we're going to take you into what it's like to have a timeshare. We talked about this a little bit on our honeymoon, and we're going to take you into what it's like to have a timeshare, the plus and minuses from having a timeshare, vice versa, maybe just owning, say, properties. Rez and I are getting ready right now. We're going to be going out to dinner tonight. Tomorrow's a gourmet food tour. Then we're going to have some fun with wine tasting, and then there's a lot of stuff happening, okay? So enjoy this week's episode, and let's get it started. We're now at the restaurant. You're enjoying yourself.
I am.
So where are we at, honey?
We are at Ristorante NLKIII, and it's gorgeous.
True story, 2 years ago, New Year's Eve, we were here having dinner, and now we're back. Random. Super random. So dinner was freaking awesome.
Amazing. Oh my god, it was so
Amazing dinner. Oh, we got Ron back here. We were just talking about this guy over here. He has some pretty awesome boats. He's pretty invincible.
Ron.
Oh, see car people. See that? Infinity Park right next to the Infinity. I don't know if that's his channel though. Simply Clean. That's dope. I like it. He has the wrap on his. Yeah, he did a good job with it. Should be unlocked. Now it is. Time to go on.
Hi, honey bear. I miss you.
Putnam is watching Jordan. And so we're talking to her right now.
I miss her.
So yeah, about to go figure out what we're gonna run. Jordan's doing a good job with Auntie Putnam. What a beautiful day. What are you doing over here? You're leaving me. What's going on? She's leaving me. I can go across the street. I'm scared. Gorgeous. So it's the very next day. Just gave you guys a little montage of our run. And last night we were at dinner and we have our whole itinerary. And when we get back to the room, I'll show it to you. And that was Ron at the that last clip from last night, who, believe it or not, is 79 years old, works on boats, used to work at UC Berkeley, is a machinist, and actually kind of like your dad, honey, machinist. Dad Jimmy over in Arizona. And Rez is over there. She's doing her posting thing. We'll get to the room. I'll show you the plans for today. And it's just absolutely amazing. Someone came out here, built the vineyards, built this whole entire platform, built all these buildings, built all this stuff. So then we can have a freaking awesome, amazing, cozy place to come check out. Huge archway if you want to get married. It's just such a blessing, you know. Mother Nature is just, there's just something about it that's just so amazing. And so we're gonna finish up a run. It's about to be an amazing day, and you guys should come with us. And we're gonna talk more about the timeshare, vice versa, owning, perks, and this whole process. So who knows, maybe you want to get a timeshare one day. It just depends. But we got Red's back there. Are you leaving? All right. We're on the way to the first location. Here's the itinerary, and right now we're starting off breakfast at a cupcake place, honey.
Carrots, cupcakes.
We're having
a gourmet food walking tour paired with wine.
So are we having cupcakes for breakfast? Is that what we're doing right now?
I mean, I don't know what that's about, but maybe they'll have some samples or something for us. It's not going to be like we're going to go have a cupcake. It's going to be like samples of all these places we're going to.
Okay, so full day's worth of eating. Let's go, shall we?
Do you have the key? Sorry that I've been playing games. Do you really have what it takes? I guess so, I guess so. I guess so, I guess so. I am a queen, I need my king. You better not to sin. I think so, I think so. I think so, I think so. Okay, let me just be honest with you. I want you, want you, want you. And okay, I've been running circles all the time, but I want you, want you, want you.
So apparently she's already been here.
Many times, because I used to live in San Francisco. Yeah.
See, Red's done a lot more than have done so far.
Oh my God.
I've not done very much traveling either, and she's done a lot of traveling today. So we're getting all the groups together right now. We have quite a bit of people, and we're gonna start to eat. I'm hungry. Are you hungry?
I think so, I think so. Okay, let me just be honest with you. I want you, want you, want you. And okay, I've been running circles all the time, but I want you, want you, want you.
Has been here in downtown Napa for a little over 28 years, which is very, very impressive for many downtown associations, especially.
And our last stop, getting some wine. All right, so that was pretty much the extent of our tour. Ended it with wine, and that's the exit, honey. It says exit.
It is?
Well, the door says exit, but yeah. So now we're going to check out this bread place. They said it's pretty delicious, amazing, and they have English muffins to die for. So let's see what it's all about. We're enjoying these amazing English muffins. What'd you say, honey?
So fabulous.
And so we really, interestingly enough, Craigslist ads were running. We got an individual hit us up about a property in Napa. We just happen to be in Napa. So we're about to go get our feet did. We're getting a pedicure? Is that correct, honey? Pedicure. And after that, then we're just gonna go look at this house, speak with this real estate professional, look at a couple different opportunities, and it's amazing how things work out, especially when you're just doing your thing, and next thing you know, it all comes together. It's like the universe working in mysterious ways, huh, honey?
It's amazing.
It's pretty amazing. So we're gonna go get a pedicure, and then you guys are gonna go with us, look at some properties, and it's perfect and fitting because we want to talk about the difference in between buying properties, vice versa, enjoying property is based off of a timeshare and like the pros and cons and what have you. So we'll get to that soon. Should be fun. Should be pretty good. Home stretch. You enjoying? Gonna get those suckers painted. All right, we're on the way right now to this property in Napa. We're gonna go check it out. And this is actually a perfect segue. I mean, first off, it's pretty amazing for all this to happen the way that it happened. First off, Craigslist ad turned into this opportunity. The guy reached out to us, found this property on Craigslist, found us on property, new opportunity investment, a post that we did, and then boom, here we are. So we're gonna look at this property. Apparently, parents passed. It's the kids now. Now the kids own it. They want to sell it fast. It's on the market. The uncle said you can get more money. It's messy with families, especially if you don't have a lot of like information and you're not an expert, or you don't have someone in the business of real estate that's in your family. So long story short, it needs work. I'm going to show you the property right now. It's a prime example to segue into owning a property, vice versa, having a timeshare. This is a perfect segue, honey. What do you think?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, owning a property is yours to do what you want with it. It's technically a liability until it turns into an asset. So long story short, so a liability is something you have to pay for out of your pocket. An asset is something that makes you money. So if we were to buy this property and rent this property, the prime location, downtown, awesome, amazing, the whole nine, and actually turn a profit from the property and make this an asset and a rental, that would be a win-win, and we could enjoy this property as we see fit. So we are just about here. It's in 0.4 miles, and apparently these homes are all going for about 1.2 million, and they're trying to get around 790, almost 800,000 for it, but it needs quite a bit of work. So if we can get it for $7, that would be ideal, because that would give us $400,000+ in the property, which then could yield easily a commission of, say for instance, $20,000 for Twinner and I. So we are getting closer to the property right now, and I got a couple cars here. So apparently this lady put it on Craigslist. They hired this agent, and she said she's already shown it like multiple times. So let's see what it's all about. First thing I'm looking for is I'm gonna look for the outside of the house. The garage doors look like they are fiberglass, which is interesting. It definitely needs paint. The roof looks decent. The outside definitely needs some TLC. And then if you look at the homes here and you look at the homes here, then you can give you an idea of what we got going on here. So this is a church, so that could be good or bad depending on who wants to purchase the property. This property doesn't look the greatest. We'll have to run the comps and find out what the ARV is, which is after a repair budget, to find out after it's been fixed up and repaired, what will this house comp out at, so we can understand if it's worth 1 million, 1.2 million. So we're about to go do a walkthrough tour.
Weather.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
You guys live here?
There could dig a pool right there and have, you know, a walk down. Yep, and it's big enough to have a ADU.
I mean, the pool is already dug up.
Okay, so we're talking to the agent, took some pictures. The house is interesting. It's 3 stories, very interesting, all the different rooms. Apparently they had like 5 kids. So I'm gonna show you the pictures. As you can see here, here's the pictures. You got the kitchen, you got like the deck, you got that dining room, and you got the kitchen. You got everything. You're seeing right now what's going on the first floor, bathrooms, what have you. The second floor, this interesting room with all these colors. And so basically now we're gonna go into the third, after we went into that random room that has like the furnace and all that type of stuff. Now we're gonna go into the underneath, which is the third floor, and because this is built on a basically a hill, and you'll see that there is the plenty of opportunity for a movie theater room and who knows what on the third floor. So yeah, so that's basically looking at the whole place. We're looking at another place that is set up, permits are ready to go to start the development and the construction on this next house. Apparently it's down to like its studs. But what do you think, honey?
It has amazing, amazing potential, but yeah, it's a gutter.
Yeah, the one we just saw, they gotta gut everything out. They gotta repaint, gut everything out. They gotta go and really take it down to, you know, bare bones to make it right. So we're gonna look at the next place for now.
Are you familiar with the neighborhood?
No. Familiar with downtown?
Yes.
As we are.
Yeah, downtown for sure. Neighborhood, not so much.
Okay, so this is Coombsville.
Okay.
So this is a shared drive just
Yep.
between the front and the back.
Okay.
This property already has plans for it to be a mid-century modern high-tech
home. Okay, so that flat top kind of Eichler design,
Okay.
windows everywhere. You
Yep.
know, most of the houses, windows. Okay, but if you come around here, the intention is that's going to be the driveway, and then in the very back would be the garage.
Got it.
And it would be a 3-car garage. Watch your step. But the property goes all the way back, and it has an existing cottage.
Got it.
So you can have 2 units on this property because it's already approved for 2. Pool. The garage would go in the corner, cabana, and then this would be the existing. The foundation here is the existing home. So the home
Got
would
it.
go there, there to there.
So this is something that's on the market currently, or?
It is on the market currently. It's on at $699.
Okay. So we just went to that house, checked it out. You got to see a little bit of the agent speaking at the beginning. Found out that it's another opportunity for a vacation home, as we told her we're looking for a potential vacation opportunity. Apparently it's already on Airbnb, and the first quarter of this year, the property made almost $30,000, like $27,000. So that's crazy. And at the end of the day, imagine having a property that you owned and that you rented on Airbnb, and you made enough to pay the mortgage, and then had the opportunity to be able to then make a profit. Say, what if we made like $500 or $1,000 a month? That's on the high side, $1,000 a month. Maybe you can make $250, $500 lower side, depending on how much you own the property. If you own it free and clear, you can make more money. So, you know, if you have a timeshare, let's go ahead and get into this really quick. If you have a timeshare, you're paying on the timeshare, there's perks and things like that, and you'll get so much points. If you own a property, then if you can make $250 or $300 a month, $500 a month, and then you can also use the property throughout the year, I mean, that's a win-win, right, honey?
Yep.
It's huge. So all these opportunities are just come up out of nowhere when we said that, well, honey, we're basically like interested in rental properties,
Yes.
vacation properties. And she's like, oh my God, I have a perfect opportunity for you.
That's so funny.
So random. So we're gonna go dinner?
Yeah.
Burgers, baby. And garlic fries. Yachts. Recommend. Check them out.
Wait a minute.
What do you think?
That chocolate place? I love that chocolate place.
Yeah.
Are we
It's
going there
dessert
right
time.
now,
Yeah, on the way right
or-
now.
I'm gonna walk around for a bit.
Dessert time. Delish.
Oh, thank you.
All right, donation spot. So I got all my old clothes. Time to upgrade. A bunch of dress clothes and pretty nice stuff in there too. Perfect. How's your day going?
Good, pretty good.
Awesome, awesome.
Yours?
Going well.
That's good.
Oh well.
I like your sneakers.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. So we are about to go hit the gym, do some cardio. I'm editing this week's YouTube episode. It's Monday morning, the day that we go back, and we're gonna in the car talk about, you know, timeshare versus owning. And I submitted an offer on the home that we took a tour from. Ready to go hit the gym, honey?
Yes.
All right, let's go. Let's do it. Crushed it. You like that little montage? So I did that. It's already been posted on Instagram if you already saw. If you didn't see, below is the link so you can check it out. And did you crush it or what, honey?
Yeah.
Yeah, she did an amazing job crushing it. She actually did about 4 miles before we even started working out. You didn't get any footage, did you? It's all good. Totally all good. Totally. All right, so shower, change, and I don't know. I really want those English muffins. Do you think we have time to go to Denny's?
I don't know, we'll see.
Okay, we shall see. Let's go. Right, we didn't clean up. We didn't get breakfast. We're heading home. Right, it's almost 1 o'clock. I'm editing a video. The gym scene that you guys just saw. And Red's driving. Oh my god. So we are now going shopping. We want to talk about the Airbnb versus owning. We didn't get a chance to do that because we edited that gym scene. Actually, I edited it on my phone with Filmora Go. Really cool editing software you can check out. But now we're going shopping because we donated all those clothes and I don't have anything to wear anymore. So I'm gonna get some new clothes and splurge a little bit. And Reds, she's getting her tickets ready. She's about to go down south to go do her tea speaking engagement. And are you excited or what? That's looking pretty. I'm proud of you, honey. Like, you're literally about to go speaking to a bunch of people. We hear you, Jordan. We know you're here. Yeah, we know. So she has to get her flights and hotels ready. But yeah. Let's go. All right, so that's the end of this week's YouTube episode. We had to pause it because now we're going to segue into next week's YouTube episode. So you got to see the house that we looked at in Napa. We actually made an offer on the house, got a counter on the offer we gave them. So cross the fingers, this might be the very first deal for Twinner and I for new opportunity investment. That would be amazing. Like, we already talked about it. What are the odds of being on vacation?
So weird.
Running the ad,
Yeah.
and then boom, all suddenly having that opportunity to be able to see this house. So it's going pretty well. Really quick, what are your thoughts, honey? Because, you know, now we've owned, or should I say, you've owned for now almost 3 years, and then on top of that, you've had your timeshare. Pros and cons. What are your thoughts?
So there are lots of pros and there are some cons. The pros are that basically it's no hassle. Like, you get to go on vacation. You don't really have to do the upkeep versus like owning the home, you know, in several different places. You don't have to deal with anything. You just pay your HOAs, you pay it off, and then you just go on vacation. And you just set up and schedule, you know, in advance so that you have more ideal things to choose from and places to choose from. And it's pretty fun because then you can own in a lot of different places without having to just own 30 or 40 different places of your own. You get to use all the different timeshares that are available, which is nice.
For sure. And then, so my thoughts are, owning, you have flexibility. You can paint the house. You can do whatever you want with the house. You can put it on Airbnb, and then from there, you can basically say, okay, I want to use it this time for my family and this time for everyone else. I like it. I like owning personally more than I like the timeshare because I feel that economically it makes more sense because you can actually make, you know, return on your initial investment. As say a timeshare, you spend the money, you can't really make a return. I like your point how there's properties all over the place.
You can actually rent out your points, so there are ways around that. And the other thing is, you get to have so many different places in so many different areas and different types of areas. Like, I could stay in Hawaii or I can stay in Mexico, and I don't have to own all of those different homes in those places. So it's kind of nice, and I don't have to deal with the upkeep.
Yeah. So it's up to you. Do you want to have a timeshare and then you buy a certain amount of time, and then or points, and then those convert into amount of time that you can stay in your timeshare, which we've already maxed out this year, and that was basically a party weekend where they give you all-inclusive package. It's like $1,500 value for $300 bucks. So that's what we just did, and
that was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun. Hope you guys enjoyed this week's episode, and we'll let you know in upcoming episodes if that offer gets accepted for the home we looked at. And we're off to go hang out with Uncle Dave and Sherry with the pumpkin patch. We'll get you guys up to speed and next week. And thank you guys for your continued support. We really appreciate it. Thumbs up, subscribe, please. That would help us.
That would be awesome.
We would appreciate it. And until next week, we're out of here.